Right. I'm literally going to speak into the camera while I can read her name.
Okay.
So Albania this year is sending to Eurovision. Ronela.
I feel like you've practiced that so much and you still can't say her name. Bless her.
Okay, so Albania is sending Ronela Hajati. Ronela Hajati. Why is that so hard? Albania is sending to Eurovision this year Ronela Hajati with Sekret. And so Albania is sending Ronela Hajati and Sekret to Turin at Eurovision this year. But has she got the secret to success? So yes, Albania is sending Sekret to Eurovision this year. Last year, they had Karma, which I think was one of their worst performing final entries. But I mean, I actually thought their final performance was quite good. I think it was just kind of a really hard year for them to kind of do well in when you had kind of record numbers of countries getting nil points. I think it was, inevitable that songs that kind of maybe fell into the background a bit fell through the cracks, but they're back this year with Sekret. So what do we think? James, let's go to you first.
Yeah, I mean, I actually really, really love Albania this year. For me, it's a little bit of fun, it's really exciting, and it's just fresh. That's the best way I think I can describe it. Fresh. It's full of that Middle Eastern promise, which, I've said a few times on here, I really, really do like. And it's not a secret that I love this song. I think, the switching of the language within the song as well is really great. I really enjoy that. And the sort of breakdowns as well that have the sort of Middle Eastern theme again. Really, really love that. I think it's going to do really well. And it reminds me, to be honest, a little bit of sort of that San Marino, style from last year. I really think it's something that the audience can get behind because I think it's, it's very fun, very energetic, very exciting. And also, it's quite memorable, I think that the audience are going to remember the words to it, let me be your seat, quite memorable, easy for people to remember, which in Eurovision is always a bit of a winner. So I think it could actually do really well, and it's one of my favourites.
For me, I like it a lot more than Albania's entry last year, which is strange considering, it's not a dissimilar kind of genre. It's another female singer who has the opportunity to kind of dance on stage and make kind of a powerful statement. Unfortunately, my languages are not a strong point, so I cannot vouch for the muddled up Spanish in there. For me, I think there's a kind of a lot of there's definitely almost a bias generally against songs that are sung in kind of a native language when it's so much easier for other people to understand English. But I think there's definitely been a turn more recently for countries to kind of adopt native languages, and I think that's almost going to work in their favor at the moment. But yeah, for me, I'm quite a fan of this song. I think I worry that it's a lot of what we've seen before, but that's not necessarily a bad thing in a year where the standard is probably quite a bit lower, and there's also quite a few kind of mellow songs that it has the potential to stand out against. But yeah, for me, I prefer it to last year. It's a good effort. I will enjoy it on the night. So Sekret will be performed in the first half of the first semi-final. So how do we think it's going to do? Will it get to the final, and where would we put it personally? Jack, I'll go to you.
There's no doubt that this is going to be in the final. I think it's one of the bops of the year, and they are in a semi-final where there's quite a lot of female ballads. This will definitely stand out, and I do not see any scenario where this is not qualifying. I think it's going to go through with flying colours. My ranking wise, I think I'll actually look it up again. It's my number 13 this year. I think on reflection, I would put it a little bit higher than when I did my ranking a few days ago, because in the past few days I have listened to it more on repeat and I have learned to appreciate it a bit more. So I think I probably would, in hindsight, put it up a little bit higher. But it's really solid. It's a really good Albanian entry. I would love to see it in the final, and I just know that when the final is on, I'm going to be bopping away to it. I'm going to be turning the volume up and enjoying Sekret when it comes on. Yeah, I think this is a good one from Albania.
Cool. So yeah, I'm also on the same page as Jack. It is also my number 13. I think I probably maybe did. It was only when I came back to it, I think, that I started to appreciate it, because it was one of the first entries to come out. I think I maybe wasn't quite in my kind of Eurovision zone, so didn't pay that much attention to it. But yeah, it's my number 13. I can't see a scenario where it won't be in the final. And I actually have quite hopes that it's going to be a solid Albanian entry, because they don't always have the best luck in Eurovision. And I'm hoping that kind of this year, with a kind of decent, solid song against a kind of backdrop of a slightly kind of lower bar of competition, that it might do, and it should do a lot better than last year's Albanian entry did, for sure. But yeah, that's what we thought. If you agree or disagree, let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified every time we upload another video. And of course, you can follow us on our socials at Reviewvision on Twitter and Instagram. But yeah, we'll see you next time.